It is recording. Okay, aloha. I'm Gloria, and with me today is Christine, and we're so excited to be here. This is our first time for both of us to be on video doing this kind of thing together, so we're very excited about it. What I do is work I call connecting, and what I basically do is I listen to the depth of a person's soul, and I go into their energy. Think of it like you're tuning into a radio station and you want to tune into a particular station. Well, that's what I'm doing when I'm working with a person. I'm tuning into their particular station on a very deep soul level. That soul part of you is that eternal part of you that lives with you always and always, always wants your highest, best good. I also connect with the celestial, so the heavenly realm, if you will. So sometimes angels will work on a behalf of someone or someone's spirit guide or an ascended master. I never know. In addition to doing this connecting work, I do a connecting work where I work with the deceased folks also. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a little mini session here. Normally sessions are about an hour long, but today we'll just do 15-ish or so minutes, not real long, so you can get a taste of what it is I do. And Christine is so generous in offering to go public with this little mini session. So how I begin is by having us breathe in deeply. And what I do is have us concentrate on our heart region. The reason for that is because our heart holds so much energy. And when we breathe in with the intention of focusing in on our heart, we feel that energy expand within us, and it grounds us and brings us into our body and fully into the present moment. So we'll begin with a couple of those deep heart breaths, and then afterward, I'll say a prayer. Christine and I have worked together since last year. Actually, I met her before last year, but we started working more regularly together last year. So she's familiar with my routine, and if I'm working with someone new, I always ask if they're comfortable with a prayer and what words they like to use. But since I know Christine, I'll just go right into it. So Christine, let's take in a nice, deep, heartfelt breath together now. And slowly exhaling, allowing ourselves to be fully present right here, right now. Breathing deeply feels so good. Another deep heart breath in. And once again, a slow exhalation. And I'll pray. Beloved Creator of all that is, we thank you for this opportunity to come together on behalf of Christine, on behalf of her highest divine good, thus on behalf of the highest divine good of all that is. I ask that you enfold us in your glorious white light, your miracle mantle of protection. I ask to be a pure vessel, receiving information from the Most High and from the depths of Christine's soul. And I ask that she receive exactly what she needs in this point in time for the evolution of her eternal self. I know as I ask, I receive, and I sing praises of glory. Hallelujah. Thank you, beloved. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
So what I do to begin a meeting after the breathing and after the prayer is I ask the participant, would you like for me to just go into your energy and see what comes up? Or is there something specific that you want to focus on? So Christine, which way would you like to do this mini session?
Why don't we try and focus on something? Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
And so my question would be, Gloria, I've done some reading, and it's my understanding from the book I read that our soul often has, and we are born with from the divine many gifts, and lots of times those gifts lay dormant within us. And I'm wondering if maybe there is some gifts inside of me that I may be unaware of, that if I put some, sincere, focus on, that maybe I could bring those alive to serve my greatest good.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is take a moment. You just focus in on your heart, and I'm going to zoom in on your energy. Christine, this is so interesting what I hear, and I hear this very clearly and very strongly, that your gift is the gift of love, the gift of love itself. So I believe we all have divine qualities and we all have those divine gifts. However, we'll have, say, one that tends to be more dominant than the others. And you actually have the gift of love. So what I'm getting for you from that gift of love is, when you think about what you love, how you can help folks is think about what you love. And when you want to share what you love, you'll be sharing your gift of love, because you'll automatically share it from a love heart space, dear. There's not anything it feels like you'll have to do to go to that place of being deeply loving. It feels like you will naturally go there. I do see a little glitch that comes up at times about going there. But before we look at that, what would you like to share about what I just told you? Or do you have any questions about it?
And I think, love to me is the basis of compassion in order to relate to other people. I need to, be able, and that's, and have further understanding to other people. That would be the perfect vehicle to go on, correct?
So when you say the perfect vehicle, explain that to me a little more, what you mean. Do you mean the vehicle of compassion?
The meaning coming from a place information or the communication that I'm having with somebody. If I'm using that higher emotion from my heart, then I'm most likely to be more successful.
Absolutely, dear. Absolutely.
So I get it, right?
You do. You really do get it, Christine. You really do get it. You naturally want to be loving. Here's what sometimes gets in your way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You'll think there's a particular way or right way to do it, or best way to do it, whatever it may be. In order to fully express the gift of love that you are, you'll have to let go of there being a right way or correct way or a best way to do it, whatever it is. It's about trusting.
So
you what, dear?
No, go ahead. It's about trusting.
It's about trusting that your love is enough. That your love is sufficient. That your love is the gift itself. Do you see how when I talk to you about your love is enough, your love is the gift itself, you can feel that inside of you?
Mm-hmm.
It brings up emotion for you. The reason for that is because you're understanding that you question if your love is enough.
Interesting.
If you knew with certainty that your gift of love is sufficient, you would just do that which you love and share it in whatever way you love to share it without question, without reservation, without hesitation.
Okay.
How are you feeling about that, dear?
I feel like I guess I need to be a little bit more footloose and fancy free with my feelings.
Footloose and fancy free is a beautiful way to think about it. Am I being footloose and fancy free with my love?
That would not be my normal state of being. maybe I just take myself too darn seriously, Gloria.
Yes, dear, you're taking the idea of life too seriously. It's not about blowing life off or not growing. It's about growing with a trust inside yourself that you know you'll continue to grow. You know that you can trust that you're exactly where you need to be and you'll get to the next place. You know you're going to share your gift of love because it's your gift and that's what your desire is.
Okay.
So I'd like to give you something to do, Christine.
You know, this topic for a public. Okay.
Yes, you're right. This topic could require a much longer session. However, for today, I'd like to give you something to do that will assist you in feeling more the true gift of love that you are. Okay? I'm listening. I'm asking what is the most graceful way for you to begin feeling and trusting the gift of love that you are. Do you remember when I taught how to breathe, where you breathe in and you can give it a color? You're to use that, but we're going to expand on that a little bit, and I'll explain it for those that are watching and listening. So you're going to breathe in love, divine love from the Most High. Breathe it in and envision, give it a color, whatever color divine love, your divine love would mean to you, dear, and envision it in your mind's eye going directly into your heart region. Pause there a moment. You're taking in a deep breath. You're breathing in the color of what love means to you. You're pausing in your heart region. And then as you exhale, you're allowing that feeling of divine love, that color of divine love to permeate throughout your entire body. It feels like when you breathe that in, you're to fall asleep doing this every night. And you're to say, I come from the gift of love. I am made of the gift of love. I am the gift of love. I'll repeat. I come from the gift of love. I am made of the gift of love. I am the gift of love. So you're to do that as you're falling asleep each night. You'll fall asleep very peacefully. It will feel wonderful to do that. In addition to that, once you've been doing that, it feels like for several nights, then you can do a meditation and relax yourself however you go about relaxing yourself, or think of it as a short visualization. But get yourself in a nice meditative, relaxed state. Once you're in that nice, relaxed state, you're to envision a celestial one, whatever celestial one you feel connected to, Christine. You know, for some folks, it could be Jesus. For someone else, Mother Mary. For someone else, there's an angel or ascended master, or anyone that you feel really connected to, that you trust so completely, that you feel a connection to. It could be an ancestor that's deceased. So whoever you feel connected to, that you completely trust and know they have your highest and best interest at heart. So after you breathe in, and you'll breathe in the love like you did previously each night, you breathe it in the same way, using the same words, you're nice and relaxed. Then you ask that celestial one to come forth on your behalf, on your highest divine good. And then you ask that celestial one to please assist you in sharing your gift of love. And have a conversation with that celestial one. So you can ask any question you want about being your gift of love. What you're there to do is ask the celestial one two things: to support you in sharing your gift of love, and then to share with you about the gift of love you are in his or her words. And trust whatever you hear, dear. Trust whatever you hear. So they're going to share with you the gift of love you are, and they're going to support you in being that gift of love. Breathe it in, feel it in your heart region. And then when you feel like, ooh, when you're at the climax of that feeling, or you're feeling blissed out from it, or just so peaceful about it all, I want you to anchor it within your body. So you can anchor it by pressing your index finger and thumb together, or any finger and thumb. You can tap your heart. You could squeeze your wrist, whatever feels good to you. So once you're at the height of that glorious feeling of being the gift of love you are, as the ascended one or the celestial one has communicated to you, and you're feeling it deeply inside of you, you anchor it within your body, and you say, anytime I anchor, I immediately re-experience the truth of the gift of love I am. Or or use your words, dear. I'm giving you a premise from which to work. Other words may be better for you. It may be that you say, every time I anchor, I am the gift of love I am, and I know it to be true. So play around with what words resonate for you, Christine, and then you use that anchor anytime you have doubt, or anytime you're just wanting to be footloose and fancy free with your love. You use your anchor to help you do that. So now, what would you like to say about all that?
Okay. I would like to say that when I asked you that question, that's, knowing that this was going to be public, that wasn't what I thought we were going to be talking about.
It usually isn't.
I thought maybe you're gonna tell me like I thought maybe you're gonna tell me like I should, I'm a good writer or something.
Well, you're good at many things, dear. You asked what your dormant gift was.
Well,
This is your gift. This is
well,
the
guess
gift
what? I went for the gusto. I went for the gusto. I got the love.
You sure did. How are you feeling
It's
about
kind of hard to imagine that the gift is love. Since, well, I guess it's kind of hard to imagine that my gift is love since everybody has love in them and everybody feels an emotion of love.
That's true. Everyone does feel the emotion of love. However, do you know that some people, their dominant gift may be the gift of discernment? It may be the gift of wisdom. It may be the gift of compassion. It may be the gift of peace. I was looking at your dominant gift.
Okay.
Yeah, this is your dominant gift that wants to fully express itself within you. That's what I looked for.
Okay. Thank you for the further explanation. That kind of puts it in better context.
Yeah. And how are you feeling about the activities I gave you to do to expand on the gift of love you are?
I think I'm totally game, and I'll do them. I imagine that it's going to make a difference for me, as has all your other advice that you have given me has.
I'm glad to hear it, dear. Do you have any other questions or comments you'd like to share?
No, I just thank you so much for this time today. I'm very grateful, and I would just like to say that your gifts always touch me, and they're going to change the world. And I encourage anybody to take a leap of faith and contact you. They won't be sorry.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I so appreciate your support, Christine. Thank you very much, dear. I'm going to stop the recording now. And for those of you that are listening, there will be a link that you can go to so you can get a free gift from me. Thank you all for listening. Aloha. Stop.